Well, friends, how are we all? Konnichiwa, welcome. Yes, so a nice day out yesterday at the Great Central Railway North. Was a little bit touch and go at one point. We thought we were going to have to miss our train because of the fact that they clearly weren't set up for the amount of people coming in the car park. Which, was a bit of a okay moment. Like, guys, you've got Tornado and Flying Scotsman, two of the most famous locomotives in the country, and a model railway show going on. It's all very well to say we're just volunteers, but on the flip side, Fox and Edwards events are organising the train trips. There should have been something better. We got a space by chance. A chase by spans? Yeah. We got a chase by spans. Unfortunately, it meant we were able to enjoy our day. I'm sorry for anyone who didn't get the opportunity, but yes. Hopefully that can all be sorted for you. Well, I've already put in the title of the video. You know what's coming today. So, I have UC, and I absolutely adore, and I adore, I really enjoy taking this. Previous videos similar to this. I'm not going to make this like one of these. Oh, what I was thinking. No, I've done the thinking, and this is just the presentation. Yes, obviously yesterday I'm very easily swayed onto the. Oh, it would be nice. It would be nice. So. But the other thing was, some of you may remember October last year, I was gifted a Bachmann Midland 1P tank, and whilst I was chatting away yesterday to the person who gave it to me, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. Oh, it's very easy for me because I don't need anything British. Said person looked quite disappointed. I don't know if they thought they hid it, but they did look quite disappointed, and I thought, yeah, so that's as far as that thought went, and it's sort of, I played a bit of train sim, and I ran a couple of British Engage locos on here, and Garmin system. All night, just kept dreaming about UK model rails, literally kept dreaming about it. I thought, oh, goodness sake. So this morning I've been playing train sim again, afternoon I've been playing train sim. And I actually went for a flying flights, which is something I haven't done for ages, 2024, which I've now uninstalled because it is a pile of garbage. I got on it changed all my settings again. I hate the putting you back into action when you crash, and I hate that it thought that I trashed. I'm sorry, I was in a shallow dive at 120 miles an hour in a de Havilland Mosquito. I was starting to level out at about 3,000 feet above the ground. Where was the crash? That would not overstress that aeroplane. It was a very gentle ease, not a yank stick back as well. So So anyway, got frustrated. I thought, oh well, but it did give me that little gap just to write these rules. Now I appreciate these may well be back to front to you. I see the word Japan there. Japan is back to front on this screen, and I know it's a thing with iPhones, really frustrating. So bear with me, if I've not been able to flip the video or make it look right, then I'm afraid that's what we're going to have to live with. So, but I will read these out to you, obviously. So, rules for my British layout. Here they are, written down. Only 6 of them. Only 6. So the first one is it plays second fiddle to Japan. That's basically what I just established. So what do I mean by that? Just quickly, basically it's, when people do a 00 layout or as their main one, or take the usual UK aspect of it, they do a 00 layout, and you might see they then go, oh, I'm dabbling with a bit of O gauge, and they might have a small shunting O gauge layout, or I'm dabbling more commonly these days. I'm dabbling with some 009, some narrow gauge, because it still fits obviously the 00 gauge scale, but it's the narrow gauge trains. but their focus is still their, well, their primary thing is still their big double O layout, but now they've got another little side project. That's where this sits for me. Is Japan is my main project, and this railway is this collection is a second. It's something else to play with, basically, you know, when I'm not doing this. So must be double O gauge, the Midland 1P. Dictates that above everything else. And also, of course, my Belgian steam engines can also use it. Yes, more about that BR52 later. But at the very least, the 08 can use it for now. Okay, rule 4. No, this is an important one for me. No new locos or rolling stock. I must use what I have. Now I've got, as you may know, I have a fine collection of industrial locos just down there actually at the minute. I've got Hardwick, I've got all sorts, got the 1P tank. I've got all sorts of locomotives ready to go. My most recent, and I don't think I've actually shown on YouTube yet, is a Class 37. Now, I'll go and grab it quickly, because it just lives over here. And you may hear a big thump. No, we did right. There you go, one Bachmann Class 37. From courtesy of Clark Rail Works, this had been split. I understand it was a double sound fitted set, but it had been split from the set, and it has a blanking plate put in rather than the DCC sound decoder. But yeah, a load haul 37. Now, what the devil have I got a load haul 37, you may ask? Well, I rather took to the LSL one, and I saw it. And this one is actually the right condition to be repainted into that livery. I'm still not entirely sure about doing that or not yet. Because it's quite a nice model. I'm not a big fan of the livery per se, but some of the things I've got in mind might suit it a bit better. Anyway, so yes, that is the last one. The only new one that's liable to come is I still have the Railway Children set on pre-order, but I think someone said we're not allowed to see that for at least another year. If, you know, so next year will come and go and we will see it after that, basically, is what the implication I had. But this was nothing official from Rapido or anyone associated with anyone who works at Rapido. This was on rumour control on a Facebook group. But yeah, so a bit of time until then anyway. So I am allowed to buy boards and track only. Scenery, you might ask. Well, I've got some scenic bits left over and I built this one, and once I've got that the initial bit, which is rule 6, done, and ready for some scenery, then I can get some scenery for that. So number 6 is to get started. The first goal is an Inglenook shunting puzzle that can be easily stored. So again, just to clarify that one, so the Double O Gauge Society, which I am a member, I'm a paid member of that one. They have an Inglenook they take to shows. It's a baseboard that folds in half and clips at the top, and you lean it up somewhere. Perfect for what I need. Why is that a rule though? Why is that not just, oh, this is your layout, your second fiddle layout to your Japanese stuff? It's because I know I will want something more. I know this, and to plan ahead for this, rather than hit that blocker that I usually hit of, oh my god, I don't know what to do. Oh, I want to do Great Western, I want to do this one, I want to do a Heritage Railway, I want to do this, I want to do this. Forget that for now. Just leave that to one side. Start with an Inglenook. I know I like Inglenooks. I've got the wagons, I've got locos to work the Inglenook. Heck, even the 1P could shunt the Inglenook, you know. It gets something that I can play with, and it may turn out that's all I need. But this moment of time, from what I think I know of myself, I know I want something more. So yes, basically that is the 6 rules, and I've managed to keep it under 10 minutes. How's that? So yes, now I had said at one point I was going to have to do a forfeit if I looked doing a British layout, doing a rather embarrassing dance routine at a certain major exhibition. Let's not do. You know, it was a joke at best. You know, joke rule to try and stop me from doing UK layouts again. But yeah, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, it's what I can access, and that is one of the I know reasons. Last time was that one, but it is still very true. I can access it reasonably easily, and because my brain is so all or nothing, there was part of yesterday where, and this may be true for a lot of us, maybe why you get such staunch, you know, DRS is the greatest rowing company ever, and can't accept if it's not on DRS livery, it's not as good, would look better in that or whatever, you know. But because I am so all or nothing, there was a bit of me yesterday, sort of like, which isn't right when you've got Flying Scotsman Tornado. You're on the footplate of Flying Scotsman, you know that. So yeah, which I did manage to cab at the same time because it was 5 people at a time, but the next. Basically, it would have been 6 if the person to make one number 5 brought their kid on, so they waited for the next session. But yes, so it was myself, my mum, a lady from the Netherlands, and a chap from Japan, which was like of all the times to time me going on there. Yes, yeah. But no, it was a great experience. There were some fantastic layouts there, but like nearly all fantastic layouts. In fact, all of them were fantastic layouts. Let's be fair. Let's do it correctly. I don't tend to do videos at shows just because everyone else's video. There's Sony. You see Sony phones doing this and doing that. Though I think there's a bit of etiquette needed there, folks. You know. Don't push your way. It happened 2 or 3 times with different people. Don't push your way in front of others when you're doing your film just because you want to follow a train along entire length of the layout. It's not your given right to do so, to push others out of the way. That was a bit naughty. Let's not do it again. But yeah, so I tend to take more photos. It was quite a weird one. I realised after I took the video of the Blue Pullman going through, I was like, oh, that's really nice. Why am I videoing this? Because I have enjoyed exhibitions more since just taking photos. So yeah, so I'm not personally not going to add anything to the pot with that. So yeah, but no. Yes, I have given this a lot of thought, but I don't want to bore you with all those details. But this is the result. So when are things going to start happening? Is the best thing. I wanted to get a video up just to sort of say yes, because I saw part of it is filming this and just sort of saying, oh, how do I feel now? Now I've said it out loud, do I still want to do it? But yes, you know, it's one of those. So yeah, so there's quite a long thought process. If you do want the thought process video, let me know. I can bore you to tears. I might play Train Sim or something and talk over that if you think that would be interesting. I think we've heard most of the reasons and that beforehand. But yeah, so say not allowed to buy any new locos, eh? Cool. Any locos. Has got this one, which the only thing I have thought is the Heritage Railway idea for the idea of an exhibition layout. Now there's a few on the circuit now, but it might actually make up my, given what I was able to do here, it might make up the ability to have the smaller, easier to manage layout to go in the car than this one. And then I've got something different to play with as well, but and that maybe suit this. I don't know. Are there any other liveries that would suit this apart from the LSL one, I suppose, is what I'm going to ask next. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. I might do a separate video on that, so don't worry about maybe, you know, if you've got ideas, leave comments below. If you want to know the one it is, it's 37713 is the one it's currently representing. But if it would work with another body shell or something, then again, let me know. Shame Virgin Trains didn't have any of these, did they? There was intercity ones, weren't there? Intercity ones as well, or something like that. But of course, you got the greens and the blues. But I don't think this one's suitable for a green. It might be a blue one. I don't know. But anyway, I'll leave it to 37 nuts. You lovely people out there to let me know what potential others for that, because yeah. Okay, right. So till next time, arigato gozaimashita. Oh yes, because we're still the same channel. Because that's the did I say that one? Yeah, channel doesn't change. If you do follow me on Instagram at the minute, I am same name as I am here for my Japanese stuff. I do also have a UK Instagram. Now, not much gets posted on there. And I'm kind of wondering whether to start combining them. I think I might all into Gaijin no Nihon A, but just because it means that all the stuff just goes to one place. You know, like Christmas Hobby Blog was, which I know some of you really liked that name because it sort of just encompassed everything. It's one of those, but yeah, stuff doesn't change. But seeing as I was posting the photos of the photo and video of yesterday, Fly Scots and Tornado together onto that one. Yeah, I might well start just posting anything to do with this onto there as well, onto that same one, because it all keeps it together then. But yeah, anyway, now I've witted at you for 16 minutes extra. Well, not extra, a total of 16 minutes now, another 5 or 6 minutes extra. I will say again, arigato gozaimashita and sayonara. Take care all, and always remember to have fun, which should be another rule on there, shouldn't it really? But we know that rule already. Right, sayonara.